let's start with our power rankings. We did last week, we did 30 through 21, and now we're doing 20 to 11. So, for the first team, who do you have at number 20?
The Heat.
Mm, mm.
I
Think
got
the
the
Heat
Heat.
20?
Yeah, Jimmy. Unless Jimmy stays healthy this season, then they can rise up the power rankings. But they really didn't add anything. But Alex Burke, and then they lost Caleb Martin. That was a big piece for their team. And then Tyler Hero, he misses games too. I mean, they still got Terry Rozier, but I don't like you not high on the Heat either. I don't think that roster is really that good. I think it's a lot of teams that's better than them.
You know, I had to heat up, not high, obviously, but I didn't have them at 20. I had the Houston Rockets at 20. I think Houston, I think they are a good team. But when I look at the other teams like above them, I just kind of don't think they're better than them. I think like Miami is they're I'm not high on them, but I think they're still a good team depending on the health of Jimmy, Tyler. I can depend on Bam. Bam
Yeah.
like that.
Hmm.
But I feel like if I had to choose, like, let's just say if it was the finals between Houston or Miami, I would probably pick Miami. I probably would pick them, and I think they will. I think as of right now, I think they are better than them. But I'm not upset at Miami being at number 20, though. I'm really not upset at that. Not at all.
Cause at 19, I got the Rockets. So it's like I think the Rockets are better than the Heat, like roster wise. And then on top of that, I think don't get me wrong, Eric Spoelstra is a great coach. But Udoka, with another year with those young players and how well they progressed, it's all gonna depend on Jalen Green though. If Jalen Green takes that next step, that team can fight for a play-in spot and if not make it. Um but yeah, I think the Rockets have a better overall roster than the Miami Heat. And then
Well,
once you lose Jimmy, Jimmy and Tyler Hero, that team is trash. All you gonna have is Terry Rozier and what Bam.
I
That's
forgot
it.
about Terry. I forgot about him. Eh, I'm not upset at that, but it depends on like with the Rockets. It depends on their youth.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is Jalen Green gonna take the next step? Is Jabari? Is he gonna? He was decent last year. Is he gonna get better? Is a man gonna get better? Reed Shepard, what is he gonna be his rookie year? Like, it really just depends. But at least with the Heat, well, they are like they don't take the regular season serious. But when they play, there are that's a team. You know how they be like, it's still Miami Heat. Can't
Count them
I
out.
gotta take them serious. I think
Yeah.
that's why I had them up, but I'm not upset at Miami at 20 though. I'm not upset. All right, so the Miami Heat at number 20, number 19. You say you had Houston right here.
Yeah.
I had Golden State right here.
Go
I
State.
had Golden State.
I feel like you can switch them. You know what I'm saying? Like either you can have Golden State at 19, or you can have the Houston Rockets at 18, or vice versa.
I just
I-
really did it because of Steph Curry, bro.
Stuff.
That's really it. Like, that team, if the Warriors and the Rockets played against each other, I think, man, Steph Curry's so great. He
But
might lead them, bro. He's just that great, bro. He might lead them to a series win against the Rockets.
But that Rocket defense, that ain't nothing to
Yep.
play with.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They
Yep.
got
Yep.
some good D. And then like, yeah, the Warriors added Buddy Hill, Melton, and Cal Anderson. But is that enough to move the needle? I mean,
It depends.
we seen how many games the Warriors lost last year. Like they weren't really that good. Now you done lost the second, if not third best shooter of all time. Even though, Clay is still Clay no matter what he did last year. I think that's gonna hurt them. And then now you gotta rely on Przinski to shoot 10 threes a game. Come on, that's a lot. That's a lot for him.
Man, Houston at 19. I'm not upset at it. I'm not upset at it. So yeah, we got the Houston Rockets at number 19. At number 18, this is where I had the Clippers.
The Clippers.
I had the
Like
Clippers at number 18.
our shit is damn near the same because I got the Clippers at 17. Because I think they're better
Who
than
you
I
got
think the
18?
Clippers. The Warriors.
No.
Yeah, but I think the Clippers are better than the Warriors because they
I
still
know
got
that's
James
I
Harden.
had the Clippers up over the Warriors. And that's
Yeah.
why I had the Clippers at 18, and I had the Warriors at 19.
At 19.
Yeah, so at 18 I had Clippers.
Yeah, I got the Warriors. I think I don't think they're better than the Clippers, and I think they're just like a little bit better than the Rockets. But it's a toss up.
I think, me personally, I think the Clippers are, I think on paper at least, I think they're better than the Warriors. And we both expect the Clippers to go down a little bit, but I think we've been saying that if James Harden is if Kawhi Leonard is healthy and James Harden is he is the number 2 option. And if he can give me maybe 20 plus, and obviously he's going to give me 11 dimes again, I think they're better than them. I think they just are probably a more talented roster on paper, but I do think they are in the same realm. I definitely believe that. But the Warriors at number 18, it's not bad. It's all the same. So yeah, the Golden State Warriors are at number 18. So at number 17, who did you have number 17?
Clippers.
Clippers. This is where I had the Heat. This is where I had the Heat. Like I said,
So
it was just.
You think the Heat better than the Clippers?
I think they're around the same.
You know what I'm saying?
I think they're around the same, bro. But I feel like pick your poison, bro. Pick
20 through 17. 20 through
but
17.
I had the Clippers at 18. So I feel like around there it's kind of the same.
Yeah, 20 through 17, they can fluctuate. It don't really. I wouldn't be mad at whoever you put whoever at.
I think they're the same. I feel like, if it was on FanDuel or whatever and you had to bet, I feel like it would just be it would be 50-50. Pick your poison, flip a coin. Like, I think they're in the same realm. Like, it's nothing bad, but this is just 17. So, and number 17, we have the Los Angeles Clippers. At 16, this is where I had the Lakers.
Oh, I got the Pacers. Yeah, I got the Pacers.
Oh, bro, come on, man.
I got
the Pacers that low?
Yeah, I got the Pacers. I think. I mean, all they added was James Wiseman.
But that team was a top team in the East. So you're basically saying they're not even like top 6 in the East. Then
they still a top 6 team in the East. I just think there's other teams better than them. So you think they better than the Pelicans?
Yeah, you don't even think the Pelicans are that high because they don't have a center.
If they was to go head to head, even without a center, I think the New Orleans Pelicans.
And then you're high on Ben Mathurin, so yes.
No,
yes, I think they are better than the Pelicans. No, bro.
When I was doing the power rankings, I was doing it matching up by team, by like which teams are better than us. I got the Pelicans better than them. I think if they matched up with each other, the Pelicans would beat them.
Even if they don't have no big, you think they'll beat them?
Yes. Who gonna stop Zion? They play fast anyways. That's what the Pelicans want to do anyways. They want to run up and down
stopping Zion.
That's what I'm saying.
Get the boards.
The Pelicans, it's gonna be a lot of missed shots regardless because the Pelicans and the Pacers want to run up and down the court. So if you have a fast-paced game, you got Zion, DeJounte Murray, CJ, Herb Jones, Trey Murphy. I think they can pull that off. Because who's the Pacers rebounding? Miles Turner? Miles Turner don't rebound like that.
He rebounded more than all them dudes on the Pelicans. I'll tell you that.
I'm still not worried about him in the paint. I'm not. He's a great shot blocker. Don't get me wrong. He's a great shot blocker, but DeJounte is a good rebounder. Then you still got Zion.
Question mark.
Yeah, that's why I didn't mention him. But DeJounte's a good rebounder. Herb Jones can rebound. He's like 6'8", 6'9". Then you got Trey Murphy. He's like 6'8", 6'9". And then you still got Zion. Even though Zion doesn't rebound, I think Zion's a better rebounder than Miles Turner.
Zion only give me 6.
Miles Turner, you would be lucky if Miles Turner.
Miles Turner, I have to look it up. I would think he gives me at least 8. I could be wrong. I'm about to look right now, and I hope this man can give me 8 boards. Now, if it's 7, I'm not going to be shocked. 6.9, we adding up, rounding up. So 7 boards per game, 7 boards.
It's the same as Zion, if you ask me. So they the same. And he's
and
7
they got Pascal Siakam still. So you're high on Ben Mathurin. You've been saying the Pelicans don't have a big, and you're worried about them putting Zion in center. But you have them. But you have the Pacers that low.
What defense do they play? They have to.
They'll play no defense. They'll play no.
They
defense.
got to outscore every team in order to win.
They'll play no defense, bro.
They got to outscore every team to win. And last year, I'm not gonna say it was an anomaly, but I don't think they're gonna have the same success as they had last year. Because now teams had a year to look through everything they did, and then they're gonna guard them differently. Because if you cut Tyrese Halliburton off and shut him down, what does that team do now?
Oh, they still got TJ McCollum, and he played decent. I don't have a problem with you saying the Pelicans are better. I have a problem with the Pacers are basically in the tier of the Clippers, who they are better than. They are better than the Warriors, and they are better than the Rockets.
Yeah.
And the Lakers, who haven't done absolutely nothing. They literally did nothing. They literally just drafted Bronny James and Dalton Connect. That's all they've done. That's all they've done.
You still got LeBron James and Anthony Davis, man.
Yeah,
you still got them. And then Gabe, even though Gabe Vincent is not a needle mover, he's still 3-and-D.
He's trash, bro. He's trash. No, don't speak of Gabe.
He's still 3-and-D.
Gabe Vincent is trash. Trash, bro. He's terrible.
But I think the Lakers are better than the Pacers. Them two, LeBron James and Anthony Davis, they can win. They can win.
And then you got to factor in the East. They are in the East.
Yeah, they still a top 6 team in the East.
They can't be because they're that low. You will at least have them in at least upwards, not in the top 10, but say around 11 or something.
No, the East teams that I got better than them, the Celtics, the Sixers, the Bucks, the Knicks.
Okay. If you got the Magic and Cavs, that's fine.
Magic and Cavs. So they around, that's what, 6-17. So they still a top 6 team in the East.
They can't be that low, bro. Because that team, even though if you want to say injuries, that's fine. But they still beat the Bucks. And a lot of people didn't even have them winning against the Knicks. And they did go to a game 7 and beat them. They beat them. And to some, a lot of people said they probably should have won that series against Celtics. I don't believe they was going to win. But to some, they gave the Celtics some go in game 1. Game 2 was just a throwaway game because they got blown out. But in games 3 and 4, they gave the Celtics some go. That was the Celtics' only competition throughout that whole playoffs. And that team was still good. And like you said, you've been high on Ben Mathurin. They missed him. Now bringing him back to the fold, it changes everything. That team is like at least in the top, not damn near bottom. Not the bottom, bro. Not the bottom, G. No. I got the Lakers because the Lakers haven't done anything, bro. And the Lakers are probably just gonna be a play-in team too.
Bro, they still got LeBron and
but
AD.
They've been playing though. And I look, bro.
And then Jared Vanderbilt. Jared Vanderbilt missed most of the year. Bro, don't say it like Jared Vanderbilt wasn't one of their
His
best
offense is
defenders
not
and
good, bro.
rebounders.
Offense not
They
good,
got
bro.
him out there for rebounding and
His
defense.
offense ain't good though, and then they just gonna take him out the game because he can't do anything on offensive end. His offense, I always said for Jared Vanderbilt, if he could just practice hitting like corner threes, I love that. He still can't. He's still not doing that, bro.
Bro,
But
but he
they
does
haven't
everything
gotten
else.
better.
Bro, he's a great cutter. He's a great defender. He's a great rebounder. Only thing he don't do is shoot. And you got LeBron,
You
D'Lo,
need people to
AD.
shoot.
Bro, you got LeBron, D'Lo, AD, and they're
D'Lo-
gonna probably put they. Come on, bro. D'Lo is still decent.
What has
bro.
D'Lo done in the playoffs? Answer the question. What has D'Lo done in the
Bro,
playoffs?
we're talking about power standing. So we're talking about regular season records. We're not talking about the playoffs.
And
The
D'Lo has just
playoffs
been
does not matter in
average.
this instant. The playoffs does not matter in this conversation. What matters is the regular season.
And
the
D'Lo has
power
just been
rankings.
average. He's
That's
been average.
fine. But
He's been
you're saying
average.
like D'Lo can't get hot at any given moment and give you 30.
How often does that happen?
Not often when you got LeBron and AD on your team, but he can still do it.
Look, bro.
Are we forgetting that he was an all-star? And the
6
only
years
and the
ago.
only reason he has not made it back, he played with Ant and Cat, and now Bron and AD.
Why do you keep bringing up something that happened 6 years ago, bro?
Because the talent is still there. You can't just because it happened in the past, you can't erase it. So you telling me the fact that the Miami Heat made it to the playoffs, the finals a couple of years ago in the boat, that don't matter no more?
No.
It does matter. You know why it does?
Did they
win?
You
know why it does matter? Because what did you say? You said the Heat culture, I think they can still be good because they're the Heat.
I think with the Heat, they still scare people. But they're not a team that's going to win, though. They're not going to win.
And the fact that they went to the finals a couple of years ago, you respect them because of that. So you don't think they're just a slouch or an easy dub.
I respect them because they're going to give teams their all. They're going to fight. They're going to make teams play their hardest. But that team is not good. D'Lo is a good player, bro. But stop bringing up him from an all-star 6 years ago. He will never be an all-star again. It just won't happen. It just won't. So we have to go off D'Lo right now. D'Lo is a good player. He's just good.
He's a great third option. He's a great third option.
Great third option is actually, I ain't gonna say great. I say good, but not great.
He's a great third option, bro. He could be
the best player on the team. It's Austin Reeves.
You got Austin Reeves?
Yes. Bro, be for real. So you're telling me Austin Reeves has Austin Reeves been better than D'Lo throughout the years? Through them 2 years since they got him, has Austin Reeves been better than D'Lo?
I think they've been on the same level.
Okay. So even though D'Lo was like even though you don't want to bring up the playoffs, I'm gonna bring it up. Austin Reeves has been the clear third best player for the Lakers in these 2 playoffs. D'Lo has been average. He's been average. Austin Reeves has done just a little bit more. D'Lo is going to give you, like you said, a 30-point game. Why I was so mad when they traded for D'Lo is because I thought he was going to be the third option. Turns out he's not the third option. He's not the clear-cut third option on the Lakers. It's Austin Reeves. They value Austin Reeves more than D'Angelo Russell. That's just truthful. That's just the facts, bro. Like, and he's just been playing better than him.
How? When D'Lo averaged 18 and 6 last year, Austin Reeves averaged 15.9 and 5. That's the same. That's literally the same. And D'Lo averaged about 2 more points.
And this is what I'm saying. And this is why I bring up the playoffs. Who has been the better player in the playoffs, Austin Reeves or D'Angelo Russell?
Bro, but this is power rankings. Power rankings are regular season. Forget the playoffs does not matter in this conversation.
He's been better than him. He's just been a little bit better than him. He has. I'm giving up on D'Angelo Russell all-star year. That's long gone. That's just long gone. He won't be the best player on the team no more. It just won't happen. D'Angelo Russell has not been what I thought he was going to be. D'Angelo Russell, in my opinion, I thought he was going to give me close to almost at least 20. If you want to tell me he's
he gave you 18. He gave you 18. That's close to 20.
2 points off, bro.
You just said you thought he was going to give you close to 20. That's close to 20. He did what you asked.
I'm not.
He did exactly what you asked.
Not really. I'm not going
You
with
literally
that,
just said,
I'm
I
not
thought
going.
he was gonna give me close to 20, and he
But I
giving you
really
18.
thought he was going to give me 20. You know what? Okay,
Well, say
I'll say
that
that.
then.
Okay, I thought he was going to give me basically consistent 20 points as a legit third option. Saying he's a great third option, I'm not going that far because there are a lot of third options that are just better than him. They just are. They're just better than him. But D'Angelo Russell, he hasn't really been it. He's been too inconsistent. And yes, I get you with the LeBron and AD. I get that part. But think about it though. Think about this, bro. This was the healthiest AD has been. LeBron was healthy and they were still a playing team. They just was. They was. Like, let's be real. I feel like if AD and LeBron was like healthy, I think we would probably think they would be like a top 6 seed. But they wasn't. They just wasn't. And that is because of the West. The West is just so good.
Bro.
But outside of LeBron, AD, and a little bit of Austin Reeves and Russell, nobody. Jared Vanderbilt ain't been good on the offense and defense. You said he was great on defense. I give you that part. Gabe Vincent wasn't healthy. Trash. Christian Wood, you just said you gave up on him last week, so he trash. Dalton Connect, question mark. Bronny James, I don't think he's going to be a contributor this year at least. So I'm going to just say I don't know.
Bro, they were 2 games out of the 6th spot. And then on top of that, last year, a lot of teams won 50 games. 5 teams won 50 games in the West. I don't think that's going to happen again this year. I don't think you're going to have 5 teams with 50-plus wins again. They were literally 2 games out of the play-in. And Jared Vanderbilt, that's a big part of their team because that's basically most of their defense. He guards the best player. And when you have that defensive player gone, your defense is going to be trash. So you telling me if Jared Vanderbilt didn't play the rest of the game, they couldn't win 2 more games with him? They couldn't win 3 more games?
Didn't he play when they played the Nuggets the first time and they only won 1 game again? Am I tripping? Against the Nuggets? Like, am I tripping?
Bro, the man only played 29 games last year.
And once again, I said, did Vanderbilt not play in the conference finals against the Nuggets and the Lakers basically almost got swept?
Bro, he's coming off an injury.
He wasn't injured in the bubble. He wasn't injured that year. Stop. Don't do it.
Wait, you're talking about the bubble?
No, I'm saying the year they went to when they played the Nuggets in the conference finals, did he not play and the Lakers basically almost got swept? They lost 4-1 and Vanderbilt played that year. He played. He played that year. And they still almost got swept. D'Angelo Russell had to go to the bench. What are we doing? Let me take that back. He's a good player. My expectations for him, he just didn't fulfill it. He just didn't fill my expectations. I thought he would be better, and he's just not better. He's just not. The Lakers, they're bro. I can't. No, the Pacers are a good team. Yes, their defense is trash, but I think overall, collectively, they have a better team than the Lakers. They just do.
I'm still taking the Lakers over them, bro. You have LeBron James. LeBron James knows every defensive coverage. He knows damn near every team's offensive plays. He knows damn near every player's offensive tendencies. And then that Pacers team, like, they don't play D, and they're a young team. You telling me LeBron and AD can't beat them? You don't think just them 2 people alone? You don't think that team is better than the Pacers with them them 2?
I don't know because they haven't played. I don't know. Yes, we saw it in the can't think of it. In the in-season tournament. Yes, they did. The Lakers did beat them. But I think, once again, the regular season, the Pacers are probably going to be better than them in the regular season. They just probably are. We just got to flip a coin on this.
Yeah, we're going to have to flip a coin, Jen.
Hey, Siri, heads or tails? Wait, hold on. I got heads for the Pacers. Well, no, for the Lakers. So I got heads for the Lakers and you got Pacers. Hey, Siri, flip a coin. Now Siri don't understand. Hey, Siri, flip a coin. They got their tails. You're lucky. Pacers ain't that low, bro. They not low. They not that low, bro. You're basically saying that you just depend on LeBron James and AD, and I understand that. But the team they're good, but they not gonna be up there.
All right, so far we got what? The Heat at 20,
I wrote it down.
Rockets Rockets at 19, Warriors at 18, Clippers at 17, and then the Pacers at what? 16.
Yeah. All right, so we have the Indiana Pacers at number 16 and number 15. This is where I have the Grizzlies.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty high on the Grizzlies. Because job missing all them games, I feel like that was a big part. But at 15, I got the Pelicans.
I mean, I had the Pelicans at 14. So, I mean, I put them in the same range. You're high on the Lakers only because of AD and LeBron.
Yeah, I think they're gonna do really good this year. I think they're gonna with Jared Vanderbilt. I think like there's the whole thing. It's like with Lonzo and the Bulls. Before Lonzo went down, the Bulls were a top team in the East. Then once he went down, everything changed. Literally everything, because he was their facilitator and they had the snake on defense. And with Jared Vanderbilt being gone, I think that played a big part in the Lakers not being able to do what they wanted to do last year. So if he can stay healthy, I can see the Lakers getting more than 47 wins. I can see them being a top 6 team in the
Is Jared Vanderbilt to you on the level of like Herb Jones and Dana McDaniels defensively?
Bro, he's athletic as hell. He's 6'9".
You didn't answer the question. Is he on the level of Jaden McDaniels and Herb Jones? Those are all defensive type players. Okay.
I wouldn't say he's on the same. I wouldn't say he's on the same level, but he's not far. I wouldn't say they clear him. They're heads above him.
You think Jared Vanderbilt would have did a good job on Luka, even though Jaden McDaniels was still getting torched?
Yes. I think Jared Vanderbilt would have done better than Jaden McDaniels.
They both would have still got torched. So
yeah, I just think Jared Vanderbilt would have played better D.
So you're putting him on the level of them, and that's the question I asked. That is the question. I said, is he on the level? That's basically saying he's there with them. That's basically saying he's an all-defensive type player. That's what you're telling me.
It's not because certain players can guard other players better. Like Jaden McDaniels may guard Steph Curry better than Jared Vanderbilt. You know what I mean? Different players can guard different players better. Like Gilbert Arenas said that his toughest matchup, like defensive wise, was a point guard. I don't even remember his name. It wasn't like no all defensive player back in the day, or all NBA defensive player back in the day. So it's like,
Jared
bro,
Vanderbilt even started? Would he have started? Let me answer that question. Would he have started?
Did they start Austin Reeves last year?
Of course they did.
It was D'Lo, Austin Reeves, AD, Bron.
He's not starting over Rui Hachimura. He won't. Stop it. Stop.
I think he would. Because you already got D'Lo, Austin Reeves, AD, and Bron. You need defense in that lineup. Besides AD, what other defensive players do they have in that lineup?
LeBron at 39.
Get the fuck out of here. Come on now. We all know LeBron don't play no defense at no 39 years old.
When I need him to. Let me see.
Come on now, bro. Be for real.
You be for real.
No,
you just told me. This is what you told me. You told me a 20 per minute Jared Vanderbilt is on the level of Jaden McDaniels and Herb Jones, who are probably top 5 defenders in the league. And once again, I'm going to ask you, is he on the level of them? Because that's saying he's basically a top 5 defender in the NBA. That's what I'm going to ask you.
Just how we did our tier list, he's like their tier 1 defenders. He's like at the top of 2. He could be a fringe bottom 1, or he can. I wouldn't be mad at you saying he's a top tier 2.
You're high on Jared Vanderbilt on the defense.
Bro,
He's a good defender.
He's a great defender.
I ain't gonna say great, but he's definitely good. I'm not arguing that. He's definitely a good defender. I ain't gonna say great though. Great is strong. That's strong. Like that's because if we going great, you basically saying he at the end of tier 1. That's what you telling me. Like, bro, the top 5, I'm going off all defensive teams. It was Rudy Gobert, Victor Wembanyama, Bam Adebayo, Herb
Rudy
Jones,
shouldn't have been
KD,
now.
then Alex Caruso, Jalen Suggs, Derek White, Jaden McDaniels, Drew Holiday. Let's just be honest. He's not a good defender as them. He's just not. And he's a good defender. He's not. Alex Caruso is a better defender than him. Jaden McDaniels is a better defender than him. Drew Holiday, we know what Drew Holiday brings on defensive. He's not better than him. And Drew Holiday is like almost 35. Derek White, if you want to say Derek White on the fringe or somewhere behind him, I ain't going to argue it. Jalen Suggs was tremendous this year on the defensive end. He just was. He's not better. He's not better than the top 5, I'll tell you that. But you're basically saying he's right there with Drew Holiday and Derek White and Jalen Suggs and all that? Ugh. You know what? This year I got to see. I got it because Vanderbilt, I saw that he's supposed to miss. He probably won't start like at the beginning of the year because his foot still hurt. And so we really don't know how that's going to be. So if he can play, if he can stay, if he can be healthy somewhat, I got to watch him defensively.
Yeah,
we got to revisit he's
this.
Great.
We got to revisit this.
It's crazy. But 15, 15 I had Grizzlies and you had Pelicans. So I'll just put the New Orleans Pelicans at number 15.
Like I said, I'm high on the Grizzlies this year with Ja being back.
I bet you got them in the top 10, don't you?
Let me see. No, I don't. No, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
I knew it. Not shocked. At number 14, this is where I had the Pelicans.
I got the Lakers.
Okay. The New Orleans. Okay. So the Lakers at number 14. No, I had Pelicans at 14. So yeah, you say you got. I guess I'll put Pelicans. So we got to do Lakers. Lakers at 14. 13. This is where I had the Kings.
The Kings. I got the Cavs. I feel like the Cavs, Magic, and Kings. They all in that same tier.
Wouldn't you put them in the Grizzlies then? You think the Grizzlies are good, but you think they're like better than them, or they not in the same tier?
Yeah, only new pieces that the Grizzlies added was literally Zach Edey.
So shouldn't they be in the same tier with the Cavs and all that? If you got the Cavs this low, well, they not low, but you know what I mean.
No, I ain't putting them. No, I think Ja will propel that team to be a top 6 team in the West. I think with the Kings, the new addition of DeMar DeRozan, and then they don't play no defense.
Huh? You talking about the Kings?
Yeah, I'm talking about the Kings. They still gonna have to gel together. Literally, it's gonna take with the Grizzlies. All you doing is plugging back in Ja, bro, and that's it. And they don't need to establish team chemistry, none of that. Because Zach Edey's a big man. He's just gonna play a big man role, rebound, play defense, catch lobs, and he might get some post touches here and there. But other than that, they still have the same team. They have the same. They have the same chemistry. You know what I mean? And then with like I said, with the Kings, you got to get DeMar DeRozan acclimated. He got to learn the playbook, the offense and defense. Like, yeah, he's an NBA vet, but it still takes time for that team to mesh and gel. But they got a lot of talent. They definitely have a lot of talent.
You have the Cavs at 13, right?
Yeah.
So you don't think the Kings and the Cavs in the same tier?
I said they are. I said the Cavs, the Magic, and the Kings, they all in the same tier. I just think I think the Kings are a little bit better than the Cavs.
I'll put them in the same tier, but I'm not. I'm not gonna go up against that. So at number 13, we have the Cavs. At number 12, this is where I had the Orlando Magic.
I got the Magic. Yeah, I got the Magic at 12. I think Paulo is gonna take that next step, and Paulo is, and then they got KCP. They added Corey Joseph, a good vet in that locker room. I think the Magic gonna take a new leap this year. Hey, you think they can make it to the second round?
Yeah, depending on the
Depending
match.
on matchup, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think Paulo is gonna take a huge leap this year. Like I'm high on him. I think Franz is gonna play well, shooting wise, plays better. I like that. I like KCP, Jalen Suggs. I think he's still gonna be good defensively. I like we've been saying it like their point guard, like they don't have one, and who's gonna be ball handler. I think it's really just gonna be it's just gonna be collective group with Franz handling the ball, Paulo and Jalen Suggs. No one is a clear cut
Point
facilitator
guard.
on that team.
Yeah.
So, but I'm still high on them. Their defense is still good. Offense, I, I would hope the shooting of KCP helps them, but the offense is still a little bit iffy because they really didn't score a lot last year, but their defense was top tier. That
Hmm.
defense was top tier.
I think didn't Jalen Suggs shoot like 40% from three this year, or close to it?
Did Jalen Suggs shoot 40%? Let me check. Jalen Suggs. Where are you? Jalen Suggs. He shot. Well, yeah. He was 39.7. So yeah, 40%. Yeah.
He has to keep that up. He can't regress, or he has to shoot at least the same or if not better.
I think he will, because even though he was injured like his first couple of years, like his 3-point percentage had gone up. He went from 21 to 32 and then 39. So he has upped his 3-point percentage and his field goal percentage. I think he might be better. I wouldn't be shocked if he could give me 15 points.
Yeah,
Because
I ain't
last year
mad
he
at.
averaged 12.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think he'll still be around the 13 to 15 range.
Last year, though, he only gave me 2 assists. That's actually kind of crazy.
I mean, Paulo had the ball in his hands a lot.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, for your guard to basically only
And
give me
then,
2, and
but he
Paulo
was
was out
really
there giving me 5.
mostly catch and shoot though last year. Like
What
Paulo would bring the ball up and he'll probably either be in the corner shooting.
what did Franz do? How many assists did he give me? Franz gave me. He gave me 3. What did they? I wonder what. I'll look that up later. Like how much he averaged and like what was their assists? Where were they ranked in assists? From what this looking like, it was low. It looked like it's low. But yes, we have the Orlando Magic at 12, and our last team. This is where I had the Pacers. I had the Pacers at 11.
I got the Kings.
Kings at
So you think
13.
the Pacers better than the Magic
Yeah, because it depends on the
and the
offense.
Cavs?
I think they're in the same tier. I think all them teams are in the same tier. I think they're all in the same tier, bro.
No,
I truly do.
yeah, I ain't mad at that. I think the same, but I think some teams are just like a little better than others. Like the whole like going back to the whole tier thing. Like, of course you got tier one and tier two, but in the tier ones, there's players who's just a little bit better than the other players.
What have the Kings shown you? What have they shown you?
The King
All they done in our lifetime is go head to head with the Warriors and then get smacked by the Pelicans with a weak Brandon Ingram and no Zion. That's all I've seen from the Kings.
I think DeMar DeRozan is gonna be he's gonna be a big presence in that locker room. Because now with the Kings, they didn't have another score. I mean, yeah, you had Malik Monk, but you didn't really have a consistent 20-point per game score. Now you got that. And so now their whole offense and how you look at their team and guard their team is going to be way different.
The Magic were ranked 28th in assists last year, only 24. From reading the assists, I'm not shocked. I mean, DeMar DeRozan just said yesterday the Kings Western Conference Finals.
He said Western.
Yeah, he capping.
It depends on matchup. It depends on matchup and health. That's all it depends on.
I don't think
And
they're
that's really
better
with
than
any
the
team,
I
honestly.
don't think they're better than none of those top teams in the West. We're being honest. They're not better than the Mavericks. They're not better than the Timberwolves. They're not better than the Nuggets, and they're not better than the Thunder.
Well, I think they match up well against the Thunder, though. I think they match up well against them. I feel like
I'm not upset at that.
so. Like I
Who
said,
did,
it all depends on matchup.
who did you have at 11?
Kings.
Yeah, I had the Kings at 13, so we could put the Kings there. All right. So for our power rankings from 20 to 11, we have the Miami Heat at 20, the Houston Rockets at 19, the Golden State Warriors at 18, the Los Angeles Clippers at 17, the Indiana Pacers at 16, the New Orleans Pelicans at 15, the Los Angeles Lakers at 14, the Cleveland Cavaliers at 13, the Orlando Magic at 12, and the Sacramento Kings at number 11. That
Hey,
is it.
can you go to the power rankings last year and see where the Pelicans was at last year in the power rankings? Not the Pelicans, the
What, in
Pacers.
the beginning of the year?
No, like the final power rankings of the season.
Oh,
Because that's what that's what this would be. This would be
now
the
this would be like preseason.
the preseason. Well,
And that's why I was asking where. That's why I was asking like power rankings like the beginning of last year. That's what I was asking. So is that, or are you talking about at the end of the year?
I was talking about at the end of the year.
Okay.
Because going in, I don't think the Pacers was a top 15. I don't think they had them as a top 15 team going into last year.
No, I highly doubt it. Last year, well, this is beginning of the year in August. This on NBA.com. Pacers, where were they at? Where I'll look for Pacers and Pelicans.
They
They
finished
don't stop
13
it.
last year. They
Who?
finished 13, the Pacers and power rankings. They finished 13.
About the same. Where they finished this past year at 13?
Yeah, they finished this past year at 13.
Around what I said. I said I had them at 11, so it's about the same. You had them low as hell. That's all I was tripping about. They just that
I got them at
low.
16. I got them at 16.
Then you have the Pacers at 18?
No, yeah. No,
That's what
no,
I'm
no.
saying. That's
No,
low.
no, 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 no. I had them at 16. I had the Warriors at 18.
Okay. I had the Lakers at 16, but I mean they're at 14, but that doesn't really matter.